One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the football first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Houston's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback, because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Give to Brown. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Darnold. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Houston will be forced to punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time on target. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different...
Turning it on! Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes his man miss.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He breaks a tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Houston will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. He's got it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fires on the move. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Flips it out on the screen. Plows through the defense. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They boot it away on 4th down. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Texas offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Hand off from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. A brave new world as they make it into the red zone for the first time in this game. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 12 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
Number 10 on to kick it away.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts the drive trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that something anyway.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Houston will be forced to punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The give to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. It's caught. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On the move. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Back to pass on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. Houston wants to play fast.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Here comes the option. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Presley.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. Give to the running back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll start this drive going to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Fakes to grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off play action. Here comes the heat. It's caught. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Some misdirection with the counter. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Right back to the well. Makes a man miss. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Powers through the defender. And just shedding tackles. Touchdown, Texas! He would not be denied. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Darnold. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Darnold. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Good enough for 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The lone back's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got room to work. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snap it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, baby.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.